My name is Connie Rensink, and I am the Director of Global Education and Outreach at iEarn USA. Prior to working with iEarn and as a global education consultant, I taught in the classroom in elementary school for 12 years. I got into teaching because I wanted to instill a love of learning in students at an early age and to help them continue to build that learning love over their lifetime. And so as I taught in the classroom, I quickly learned that it wasn't just about sharing facts, but it was teaching students how to interact with each other and how to take ownership for their own learning. I learned as a teacher about global competencies, and I became very passionate about these global competencies and want to share them with you today. The first of the global competencies is critical thinking. If a student needs to learn something and they don't know it already, can they figure out the steps to find it? What if they want to be able to fix a bike? Can they find the resources to be able to do that? If it's an opinion piece and it's something that they're looking at about who to vote for or where to go to school, can they recognize that information is both academic or also possibly biased? And do they know how to differentiate between those? The next is openness to other perspectives. So what I have explained to several times is that if you meet someone that thinks differently than you, can you understand that they may not be wrong? It may just be different. And that bringing those different perspectives together for collaboration and problem solving makes our solutions even stronger. The next one is communication across diverse audiences. Some of this is technology and being able to know the tools, such as the Zoom recording I'm doing now, to be able to share their thoughts. And some of this is understanding that you're going to speak differently when you talk to the principal versus your classmates versus your teacher versus your parents. And then as we get out into the world, that there will be different audiences even further. And when we think about nonprofits versus business versus government and what those messages need to look like when they're told in different places. Taking action on learning. So what if you learn about something and that causes you to be concerned? And the Sustainable Development Goals is something that I'm going to share with you in just a moment. But as we think about the problems that the world has and we learn about them, then what are we doing to make a difference, to take action towards solving those problems? And finally, there is the empathy. And there is really that care for people and the planet, and for knowing that everything we do causes ripples for someone else in the same way that what other people do causes ripples for us in our life, and that there is a mutual responsibility towards each other and a consideration of how others live. So many call these skills soft skills, and that frustrates me. I would prefer to call them essential skills or power skills that our students need. And at iEarn USA, we do believe that there is power in using global project-based learning to develop these essential skills that your students need to thrive in the world today. In a world where changes are happening exponentially, it isn't enough for students to know facts. They need to be able to navigate change and difference, to collaborate across sectors, and have that causes greater efficiency and bigger impact. Yes, an individual can work alone on a problem, but teamwork is much more effective than working in silos. So at iEarn USA, we talk about project-based learning. They are aligned with the global goals that were set by the United Nations in 2015 to be happening and to achieve by 2030. I encourage you to look up those goals because they create a wonderful framework to introduce your students to project-based learning that truly matters in the world. If you have any questions or would like to know more, please don't hesitate to contact me at connie@us.iEarn.org. Thanks so much, and I wish you the best this year.